Shalom, shalom, family. It's your brother Yaakov, Woodrow, James, whichever one is easiest for you, man. I answer to them all. And I'm here this week, man. First of all, just to give a report, man. I was blessed to be able to get away last weekend and perform actually in Atlanta, the great city of Atlanta. I'd like to thank everybody who was there for showing so much love. And a special shout out to my homies, Brother Matt Pressberry from Baltimore City College, class of 94 with me. And to the great brother in the truth, y'all know him, Brother New Breed. Man, I was able to get up there and actually break bread and hang out with those brothers in real life, man. Shout out also to my brother Ebenezer who came with me from Baltimore. But man, just a great time, great fellowship. And it's so great to the point where as though it inspired what I'll have to say to everybody this week. Started off like this. Psalm 133:1. A song of degrees of David. Behold, how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity. This is the New Living Translation. How wonderful and pleasant it is when brothers live together in harmony. And it really is a beautiful thing, like when you just somewhere and you feel like you're the only person in that area or in that place that feels this way or that thinks this way. And then you get to travel out a little bit and see that there's other brothers that feel similar to you and that y'all had the same concerns, y'all had some of the same even just thoughts for real, because like you say something and a brother be like, yo, I was just thinking about this, or I just said that to this brother yesterday, man, and then even getting back, like, man, stuff that we didn't even get to discuss. I've been checking out the Bro Read videos all this week, and I'm like, yo, it's like bro was reading my mind, or I was reading his mind or something. It's like we just be on the same page, man, and that's a blessing. Give me 1 second. Like I said to the brother, like it just feels great to be able to say something and not have to worry about somebody looking at you like you got 8 heads because you're the only one thinking like that, man. So I just like to say all thanks and all praises to the Most High, our Heavenly Father, Abba Yah, for allowing that to happen, man. It's like it doesn't happen often because we all have our own walks and our own paths we have to walk, but every once in a while to get to meet up with some like-minded family definitely does a heart good. That's why I think King David, maybe he had a similar experience and he felt like that, even though the Hebrews were a lot together back in those days. But still, it's just a great thing when brothers get to be together in harmony, man, on one page and on one accord. Let's get another verse. Sirach, Ecclesiasticus, chapter 6, verse 16. A faithful friend is the medicine of life, and they that fear Yah shall find him. Let's get this out of the Common English Bible. Trustworthy friends are life's medicine, and those who fear Yah will find them. Next verse. Those who fear Yah will direct their friendships well, because they associate with people of like mind. And that's the whole key, man. Just like-minded brothers, like-minded believers, like-minded sisters out there too. Matter of fact, ran into some at the airport because like my brother and I, this is our hats that we came up with, and we try to wear them, like get them in all colors so we could wear them often. And like I had on a shirt that said, "Admit it, you know I'm right." And she was like, "What you right about, sir?" She was working at the place where we got our food, and she's like, "What you right about, sir?" And I thought she said, "What are you worried about, sir?" I misunderstood her over the noise in the area. It was actually at the airport. So I misunderstood her, and I was like, nothing. She said, "Oh, you're not right about nothing." I said, "Oh." I figured out what she was talking about, and then she said, "I know what is right." I said, "What's that?" She said, "Yah is right." And I said, "What?" I have yet. I mean, no, I can't say that. I did come across a brother one day, and he knew what time it was, and we had a great conversation. But it was just so awesome to be around people who know what time it is and trying their best despite whatever circumstances we might find ourselves in or might be in, trying our best to keep his law, statutes, and commandments, and in our case to publish that name and put it out there, put it on folks' mind, even if it's nothing but for somebody to ask what it is and we be able to tell them a little bit, but just a blessing for real. This is, let me read that again. Common English Bible. Trust, verse 16. Trustworthy friends are life's medicine. Now you just make everything feel better for a minute. Even if the problems might not go away immediately, feel better to know that somebody else understands and feels the way you feel. Trustworthy friends are life's medicine, and those who fear Yah will find them. He'll make sure he put us together. He say he set up the lonely in families. He'll put you in another verse saying, when my mother and father forsake me, Yah will take me up. I mean, you directly part of his family. He'll put you with other like-minded people, and I know that's true. My brothers the Shadows. Shout out to the brother Mark the Messenger. Shout out to my brother Johanna 82. Just a few, man, of the ones that the Most High has blessed me to be able to come across in this walk, and I'm so grateful. My brother Adonai, welcome back, Aki. If you tuning in, my brother Big V, what up, homie? And it says, those who fear God will direct their friendships well because they will associate with people of like minds. Let's get one more verse. I ain't going to keep y'all long this week. This is Sirach 37 and 12. And it's telling us who we shouldn't. The verses before that, if you want to read it, tell you who we shouldn't associate with and who we should limit our time with. But this is who we should be with. But be continually with a godly man, whom thou knowest to keep the commandments of Yah, whose mind is according to thy mind, and who will sorrow with thee if thou shalt miscarry. Let's get that in plain English. Common English Bible. Consult instead with a godly person whom you know keeps the commandments, who thinks the same way you do, like-minded, and will empathize with you if you fail. There's somebody that's going, like feel your pain. Let's go back and get a little bit more of this verse real quick. Let's see. We start at verse 5, and we're going to go to verse 12 where we just were. This is Sirach Ecclesiasticus chapter 37. Some companions work alongside a friend for their stomach's sake, for to feed their belly. But in the heat of a battle, they will shield themselves. Don't forget your friends in your heart, and don't neglect them when it comes to your money. Every counselor spews out advice. Sorry, this is where we should have started. For their own benefit. Guard yourself against counselors and know beforehand where their interest lies, since they too will give advice for their own benefit. People will tell you all type of stuff because it's going to benefit them. Oh yeah, yo, you should do that. I had passes. Man, you left that R&B thing too soon. You should go back and bring some of them tithes and offerings here. That was a counselor that was giving advice for their own benefit. They wanted some of that, or they wanted that light on their place of worship or whatever. Oh yeah, he go here. One of the members of such and such, so he worship here. So y'all should come here too. That was gonna benefit them and they belly, as they say, they stomach or they pockets. You feel me? It says, once again, verse 8, guard yourself against counselors and know beforehand where their interest lies, since they too will give advice for their own benefit. It might cast a lot against you, take chance against you. They might say to you, your way is good, but they will stand aside to see what will happen to you. So they telling you everything cool, but in the back of their mind, they don't know nothing. They just watching to see what's going to happen to you. Verse 10, don't consult with people who view you with suspicion. Hide your plans from those who are jealous of you. Some people are jealous, and you don't even have to have nothing for nobody to be jealous of you. I just saw a meme this morning that said some people are just as broke as you, and they just jealous, or they might have a little bit more than you, that they jealous because you make your broke look better than they broke. And I know that's true. People pocket watching like a mud, yo. Like, none of y'all got nothing. None of us got nothing. To put me in it too. None of us got nothing, but they watching. If you get a penny more than what they got, they mad about that, and they trying to reverse it and make it so they can get that penny. Or if you got something and you make yourself look fly with the little bit that you got, they just steady watch and try to get all the same stuff which you got and try to do all the things that you doing. Or ask the females, if a female say she like you, why you like him? I got more money than him. I got this and he don't have that. Just make everything a competition. But then these same people will call themselves your friends and want to associate with you, want to be around you. God, watch that. Be careful of the company we keep, man, because not every friend is a friend. And what Mike Tyson say, everyone you fight is not your enemy either. So we just gotta be mindful and be very, very, deal with wisdom as we walk this walk. in this thing called life. This is verse 11. Don't consult with a woman about her rival, or with the cowardly about war, or with a merchant about business, or with a buyer about a sale, or with a slanderer about gratitude, or with the unmerciful about kindness, or with the idle about not anything involving work, or with an annual laborer about finishing a job. He's gonna stretch it out as long as he can, so he can get as much as he can, because the next one might not come along until next year. Or with a lazy household slave about a large task. He just gonna tell you nothing but the negative. Don't look to these persons for any advice. And then that brings us right back to the verse we started. Consult instead with a godly person whom you know keeps the commandments, who thinks the same way you do, like minded believers, like minded brothers and sisters, and who will empathize with you if you fall. Somebody who, if you fall short, they gonna feel that too. They, oh man, and they gonna try to encourage you to get back up and try it again and get back and get right, as opposed to somebody's like, oh man, I don't even know why you trying to do that anyway. Can't nobody do that. Can't nobody keep the laws perfect. Can't nobody do this. Can't nobody do that. Telling you a whole bunch of negative. Like, you gotta have somebody who's on the same mission as you, the same mindset as you. Y'all can build each other up. Cause this week you might fall, I might fall. Next week another brother might fall, and we be here to encourage one another, you know. And then you got some brothers that seem like they never fall, and that's encouragement too, because you know, and you saying nobody can do it. Like, hey, this brother right here seem to be doing a bang up job. This sister right here seem to be doing her thing. So that just gives encouragement. You want to see people do well. You want to see somebody succeed. You know, if your mind is in the right place, if you being righteous. Somebody's not being righteous, looking for an excuse. They want to see somebody fall. Saying, see, I told you it couldn't be done. Look at him. Look at her. Look at you. You feel me? So it's just all about who we surround ourselves with, because like in the New Testament it says evil communications corrupt good manners. So just gotta keep track of who we have around us and what type of spirits they are of and what type of energy and how they act, and we'll know them by their fruits, you know. Know them by the way that they consistently present themselves to us. But I ain't had much. I just wanted to say I'm grateful. All praise to the Most High for letting that happen, and give a couple verses on friendship and the type of friends that we should have and the type of people that we should keep around us. And with that being said, shout out to everybody mentioned once again. Much love. Most High bless and keep you, and everybody out there. Most High willing, we'll meet again real soon. Much love as always. Brother Yakub signing out.